secret lair.
Oh yeah.
Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder. Luca walked home slowly under the pale starlight, cautious to avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows. Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
Also, summer is coming more, but it's getting slower, almost like the big freeze is upon them. Yeah, I was also, same Catilla. I was expecting to be, this is our most secret place, and you just bring a random new kid here? What the hell, dude? But it was like, oh, cool, new kid, come up. Oh, different sweater. What time is it? Ah, there we go. Favorite sweater time. Yeah, give me a minute. Okay, so this should be the day of the festival again, right? Yeah, chill. Oh, nice. The water's still running. Dude, just chill. Alright. Rollo, what on earth is that? Sherlock Holmes outfit? Ronald shirt. Little Sherlock Holmes hat. A ridiculous thing on your head. Oh, this? It helps me think. Do you need a pipe? And a violin? You're gonna need a lot more of those. Joke all you want. I love Beck. Beck and her snork. We'll see who's laughing when I crack this case wide open. The coast is clear? Yep. Whatever she's been up to this week, it's been keeping her busy most of the day. Very, very well. The game is... The game is afoot!
Luca and Beck rolled their eyes as Rollo strutted across the room.
If I were a Gran, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secrets? Maybe in the room upstairs that's locked up. Perhaps where you might least expect it.
Rollo flung open the cabinet with confidence. He laughed as a veil of dust hit his face.
I think it's safe to assume anything that dusty isn't what we're looking for. Or maybe that's just what she wants you to think. Then again, any good detective knows not to trust their first hunch. First hunches are for suckers. Eureka! She lit a fire in order to burn the evidence. Dude, that fire's been going for 3 days. She keeps that fire going every day, Rollo. Drat! It may already be too late. Just think of the amount of documents lost to ash. Okay. I'm gonna stop you right there. Can we just think for a moment? Luca, is there anywhere Gran doesn't want you to go? Yes, we have a locked up room upstairs. That might be the most interesting to check out. Yeah, the closet upstairs. So maybe it stands to reason that we should check there first. No dice. It's locked. Well, well, well. Look who stands to reason now. And I have no idea where the key is. If it really is important, then she probably keeps it with her. Anywhere else? She has her berry bushes. Who has ever thought, I'm going to take this important thing and hug it in the bush? True. Anything else? Maybe something out of the ordinary? My dog. Well, she is always worried I'll break her fancy dishware in the kitchen. But it doesn't matter anyway. I can't reach the
A
latch.
look of realization crept onto Luca's face. All three kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted in turn toward the kitchen.
Oh, your dog hides. He stays in the bushes all the time. Good boy. Alright, Rollo. This is your time to shine. Ah, yes. You've called upon my expert detective skills. And now I shall proceed with...
Before he could finish, Luca scrambled up Rollo's back.
Hey, this is my idea, detective of detective work. Every squad needs a good lockpick. And every good lockpick needs a sturdy head to sit on. This is beneath my standing. Stop complaining and hold still. Got it.
The three crowded around the hutch to peer in. With the glass doors opened, a perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them. Their eyes searched for anything amiss, but the only distinct feature was its impeccability.
Well, that was anticlimactic. Yeah. I don't really know what we were expecting. Like, oh hey, let me just yank on this random
As
teacup
Beck
and...
pulled on one of the teacups, it slanted forward with a hollow click. The entire hutch began to rustle and slide under its own power.
Are you fucking kidding me? Seems like your gran has been doing some remodeling. Dude, only two types of people have secret layers. Evil masterminds and superheroes. So, which one do we think she is? We're about to find out. Okay, so more an unhinged conspiracist vibe? Oh, wow. Yeah, this cannot be good. We need to look around before jumping to conclusions. What do we have here? Barrels marked caution, explosive. And jam jars? Jam! We've been delivering jam! That's enough jam to feed the whole town. What kind of what kind of incendiary jam is your gran making? She would have had me walking around town delivering bombs. Right? Only one way to find out.
Rollo casually spun open a lid and dipped his finger in the jam.
Oh, don't fucking eat that!
He
Huckleberries.
smacked his lips.
A hint of brown sugar and ink? What?
Rollo plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of paper.
Aha!
Rollo offered the slimy note to Luca and licked his fingers clean.
It's addressed to Mrs. Fratelli. A grand jamgram? It says, last night I used the disguise Ares provides to scout the location. The timing window should be possible. Operation Sparkplug is a go. Oh man. Are they doing a heist? Whatever it is, can't be good. So more a bombshell than a bomb, am I right? You're new here, so I'll let it slide. But I'm the bad joke guy around here. Okay, that now I even more want to go back and deliver the jars in the wrong order. Touching. Give me a charm. I want it.
A spider web of string connected photos of people from the town,
Oh, we have the red string.
interspersed with hastily scrawled notes.
Well, she sure has kept herself busy. Is your gran a serial killer? Cause I'm starting to get a vibe. Don't be ridiculous. Sure, she's just tracking the movements of everyone in town out of the kindness of her heart. She put little symbols by some of them. Yeah, Mr. Nuncreed has a check mark. The clipboards are all inside a big circle. My mom's above on here. Yeah, because one of them works for Parental Harvest and the other one works for the Valentines. Both with question marks. Gus Valentine is a question mark. Okay, so Nuncreed is involved. Check. The clipboards are all in it. Gus? Not sure. He seems like kind of an outcast from the family. So not sure how involved he is with the heiress. They don't really seem to get along a lot. I mean, he did. We had that other branch where we had the conversation just before the festival between Gus and the heirs about the hazmat suit that he got her from Parental Harvest, which is the one we saw Gran wearing. I think at least. So he got her that, but he didn't know what or who it was for, what she did with it, and got a very elusive answer. So I don't think it's all too deep into whatever the heiress is. Yeah, so it's really two groups of people. It's the heiress and Gran, and like her, so the heiress and Gran and Mrs. What was it, Fratelli, and the grocery dude owner, and then it's Parental Harvest, Nuncreed, Krell, the clipboards, those kind of guys. Eris has a question mark that's being crossed out. Mr. Care has a bullseye. He said okay, he's a target. The killer has chosen her next victim. We don't know what any of this means. Whatever it means, it's probably not good.
Luca jostled each cabinet drawer in turn. Only one was unlocked. He fingered through the filing cabinet, pausing at a bulging folder labeled Walter.
That's our dad's
For a
name.
long moment, he just stared at it.
It's my dad. Oh, what do we got here? It's my dad. Looks like some of his old medical files. Your dad was a
Luca
doctor?
nodded and caressed the label with his thumb.
Well, are you gonna read it? Here, let me help.
Carlos swiped the folder from the drawer and began leafing through the pages. He whistled to himself, barely looking at the text.
How about you actually read some of it? One sec. These dense documents such as this are a lot like a cheeseburger. It's best to skip straight to the middle. That's where all the meaty bits live. Wow, I had no idea we were in the presence of the preeminent scholar in dense documents. And cheeseburgers. By all means, proceed.
He stopped at a page and mimed, holding up a monocle.
Ah, here we are. Follow-up examination of Terence Wilby. Patient shows further signs of paleness and malaise. Body temperature continues to drop. He now describes soreness of muscles and joints. This is similar to the symptoms exhibited by Mrs. Wilby just a few days past. Still waiting on lab results from Joseph.
Rolo looked up with heightened surprise.
See? Creepy. Yeah, that's kind of disturbing. Who's Joseph? That's Mr. Nuncrete's name. Wait.
Rolo's finger traced across the page.
There's more scribbled in the margins. Could it be contagious? Mr. Wilby claims the tap water at his home has been contaminated. And why is was his name Wilby back then and now it's Nuncrete? Perhaps environmental? Lab results only raise more questions. It's like he came back to this report later and made those notes. So it might be related to something else.
Rolo scanned through several more pages.
Here! The writing looks shaky. I just couldn't help her. This disease, or whatever it is, progresses so fast. And with his wife passing, Terence's condition follows close behind. Oh no, Joseph, the lab. Okay, sorry, I mixed the names again. Joseph, the lab guy who was supposed to give the results, that's not Creed. Okay. Exasperated by the loss. Enough is enough. I need to take matters into my own
Luca,
hands.
staring blankly at the cabinet this whole time, spoke softly.
What does it say
Rolo
next?
rustled the folder, trying to loose more pages.
That's where it ends. What? What? There has to be
Luca
more.
frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter.
Luca, I think that's the only one. It's alphabetical, see? What did he mean? Enough is enough. How did he take matters into his own hands? This is bullshit.
Luca slammed the drawer shut. They crowded around a worn-down old map of Beacon Pines.
Cool. This looks like a treasure map. Not every old map is a treasure map, Rolo. Yeah, but every treasure map is an old map. Can't follow that logic. Look, there's even a pathway drawn on it. It starts at the entrance to town. And if we follow
Rolo
it,
carefully traced the path with his finger.
it leads right to the treehouse.
He jabbed down at the end point.
Town square. That's the fountain in the middle of town. What a weird place to hide treasure. Rolo, that doesn't look like treasure to me. The end of the map, the end of the path on that map has the symbol as those explosive over there. So, it's not hiding treasure. A real bummer. Rolo, what's the thing you've been excited about for the past month? The festival. Did it just say gulp? No, I didn't. I gulped. This feels like a gulp kind of moment. Situation. Everyone will be gathered near the center of town. She's gonna blow up the festival. Not if we stop her. What was that?
Luca looked up from the map.
What was what? No, I heard it too. That was the front door. Which means someone just shut the door. Which means someone's upstairs. Shh, quiet. Hit the lights.
Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark. Overhead, creaking floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps. The kids looked up, the tilt of their necks following each footfall. Then suddenly, it stopped. Without realizing, they'd been holding their breath. All three exhaled shakily and glanced at each other. A muffled male voice broke the silence.
Hello? Oh, that's, I know that's Silhouette. That's the grocery dude.
A final few footsteps reached the entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs.
Anyone down there?
The three kids shuffled to the corners without a peep.
I mean, if you get locked in there, that's gonna be... Oh, but they're in the cellar. What if they get locked down? Okay, because the entrance is now... So the hidden door is revealed because the cabinet's to the side. If he now fixes the cabinet to hide the door, they will be locked into the cellar. And plans will proceed. Shit will hit the fan. The Great Freeze will happen, but they're currently on the ground. That could save their
As he
asses.
began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Thump.
Hey, Bella! Awesome news, love it. Yoo-hoo! I'm not here to hurt anyone.
Thump.
I'm just here to help. Just...
At the bottom step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for signs of life.
Huh? Guess it's nothing.
Rollo shifted suddenly.
Shh, no, don't.
Luca gave him an intense, chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth.
Oh no, don't.
It was too late. Rollo was already inching toward the stairway. He screeched as he charged toward the shadowy figure.
Flaming chicken coop!
With all his weight, Rollo tackled the man to the ground.
Rollo? Mysterious creepy man? Anyone there?
From the dark corner, they saw something move.
Bob? I didn't know I had that in me. But there was only one way to find out. Holy crap, Rollo, that was awesome. Wait, did you just kill that person?
Luca scrambled to the hunched figure on the ground. Pressing his fingers to the man's neck, he sighed with relief.
You sure clopped him good, Rollo. He's knocked out cold.
As Beck flicked back on the light, Luca and Rollo both gasped in stereo.
Mr. Tolliver.
Chapter 7. The Interrogation of Hiram Tolliver. Still unconscious, Mr. Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair. His hands were bound with rope, his feet tied with some loose string. The kids huddled in a circle, discussing their plan. One thing was certain, they couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go. They needed to know what he was doing in Luca's house. After some deliberation, it was decided.
They'd run the classic good cop, hard cop.
They'd run the classic good cop, hard cop interrogation. Rollo brandished a steely gaze. I've got this. Read about it 100 times. Rollo swaggered past the chair which propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver. Without even looking at his captive, he began with a long, blustery drawl.
Well, 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 Mr. Tolliver.
Mr. Tolliver remained motionless. Rollo spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
Mr. Tolliver?
Beck and Luca gave each other an unsure glance. Rollo slammed his fist on the table.
I said, Mr. Tolliver!
He grabbed the table lamp and beamed it onto the unconscious face. Mr. Tolliver groaned and slowly lifted his head. He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint.
What in the world?
The chair wobbled as he attempted to straighten up.
Who's there?
Mr. Tolliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light. With a gruff tone, Rollo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
I'll be asking the questions here, punk. Now hold on. Let's just calm down. I am calm. Calm as a carrot in dirt. As for you, looks like you're sweating.
The doubtful expression on Beck and Luca's faces transformed into awe.
We can do this my way, or... Well, let's just say I've never needed another way.
Rollo, hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall. He slammed the table again.
No dance! What? I don't even...
Mr. Tolliver's voice became desperate. He was nearly in tears.
You've tied me down. How on earth could I dance? Dance with your mouth, punk. Spill the beans! What are you doing poking around this house? I'm here to help Juniper. To make sure everything's ready. Oh, so you're in cahoots with Gran? Gran?
Mr. Tolliver was in a daze, now more confused than ever.
Gonna help her blow up the festival, eh? Blow up the festival? Good
He
lord.
shook his head, feeling more and more dizzy.
No, you've got it all wrong. Where is she now? She's headed to the source. The source? Source? What's the source? It's
His
where
voice faded to a whisper.
the town began. Where it all began. What is Operation Sparkplug?
With that, Mr. Tolliver passed out cold. Rollo swung around with a repentant grimace.
Damn, Rollo. I think you went a little too hard on him. What did he say about the source? It's where the town began? We need more information. Yeah, well, we better not push Mr. Tolliver any farther. Is there anyone else who might know more? What about the History Museum? It just got set up for the festival. But yeah, is that really where the town began? I mean, it all began with Sharper Valentine, right? Nah, that time was put up by the Valentines. Everything they do is just a bunch of fluff to glorify themselves. Is there anything more reliable? The library. If there's any information about the source thing, Kato can help us find it. Let's go get some answers. This is a dang nice library. Thanks. We work hard on it. Aren't you a little too adorable to be a librarian? Mm. Oh, Carlo hung out here so much, eventually they gave him a set of keys. I just keep an eye on the place for Miss Novak sometimes. Then they got you working for free? It's quiet, and I get access to all the books I can read. What more could a person want? Fair enough. What can I do for y'all? We need a favor. I already told you and Rolo. I can't put you any higher on the wait list for the next Tank Atomic. And if you're here with more candy, I'll have you know I can't be bought. Call it a personal code of conscience. Actually, we're looking to do some research. Now you're speaking my language. What are you looking for? That's the thing we sorted down now. What do you got on the history of the town? There's the county record archives. What's in those? Births, deaths, newspaper clippings, stuff like that. Pretty boring reading. But they do go all the way back to when the town was founded. Great, we'll start there.